Hello lovely humans, welcome back to the mat. Today we'll be exploring our Manipura chakra, the area in our belly that represents our fire, our ego, our determination, all the good things. You don't need anything, a mat, a block if you have one. Otherwise maybe a cushion or a book or anything you can get that resembles a block. And let's get started. We'll get started in a comfortable seated position. If you don't have a block, don't worry, you can put a book or you can put a cushion, or you can just sit down on your mat or on the ground wherever you are in your space. When you're comfortable, let's close down the eyes or soften the gaze. And we'll take one big shoulder roll just to land in the space today, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, bringing them all the way back and down, finding a nice comfortable seated position. Maybe you'd like to close down your eyes or soften your gaze. And just start to bring that awareness inward, letting go of the outside world, letting go of any external pressures, letting go of any worries, and just gifting yourself these couple of moments as we make our way through our sequence today. And just acknowledging how you feel, how you've arrived on your mat today, your physical body, mental body, energy body. And let's shift this awareness to the breath. Again, not trying to change it, just noticing. Remembering we don't need to make up a reason why we feel a certain way. However you have arrived is absolutely perfect. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, gently releasing all the air so we can sink up. And on your inhale, send the breath all the way down to the belly, feeling it expand. And exhale to gently draw the belly button in towards your spine. Inhale to send the breath deep into your belly, and exhale to let it go, draw the belly button in. Let's keep that going. Inhale and exhale. Really nice. Keep that going at your pace, really filling and emptying the belly, working into our solar plexus, that Manipura chakra, as we spoke about in the intro. It represents our ego, our sense of self. It's represented by the color yellow, if you're a visual person, and the element fire. So it brings us that fire and that drive in life. We're here for another couple of breaths. Let's do two more. And last one, keeping the eyes closed down or softened, just come back to your natural rhythm of breath. And based on how you've arrived on your mat today, I invite you to set an intention for today's practice, whatever that might look like for you. And if you'd like to come with me on the theme of Manipura, or our solar plexus, our ego, our sense of self, maybe you want to channel the words being free. Being free to choose your own path in any situation, to be proud of your achievements, and being the master of your own destiny. You know where you're going and you know exactly how to get there. So throughout our sequence, maybe you'd like to explore if you're taking a path that feels good to you, or if you're taking something because you think that's what you should be doing. See what elements are tapping in. Is it your ego? Is it your ego letting you try something new, or is it your ego pushing you past your boundaries? When you're ready, gently blinking open the eyes. Let's bring our hands to the sky for a tall mountain, and exhale, right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky to find a nice gentle side bend. Maybe take the eye gaze under that top bicep, hold for an inhale, and exhale all the way over to the other side. Looking under the top bicep, hold for an inhale, and exhale to gently come back to center. Let's interlace the fingers behind your back, puff out your chest, lift your hands away from your bum, opening through the heart space. And on your exhale, release your hands, press your palms away from you to dome out through the upper back. One more inhale here, and exhale to gently release. Let's take the block, if you have one underneath you, out, and we'll sit back onto our hands, unravel the feet and knock them side to side for some seated windshield wipers, just opening out through the hips. Maybe you open the legs a little bit wider in the center if that feels good, or rock the top hip over a little bit more. Whatever feels nice in your body. And we're here for another 3 breaths. And last breath, we'll make our way back to a neutral position, sitting up nice and tall. Let's extend the left leg long, hug the right knee in towards your chest. Option to just cuddle the knee, or option to hook the elbow around your knee, and then the opposite elbow around your foot, just to cradle your leg, maybe wiggle side to side. Notice how your hips feel today. And let's take some big circles, bringing the chest all the way down and around. And then the other way, all the way up and around. One more in this direction. Coming back to neutral, hug the knee nice and tight, and then gently releasing. Let's change leg. Left knee comes into the chest, maybe hooking the foot on your elbow, the opposite knee on your elbow. Let's just rock side to side. Cradle your leg, open out through the hips. Notice how it all feels. And let's start with our circles, bringing the chest all the way down and around. And then the other way, all the way around. When you're ready, gently releasing your leg. Let's come over to a 4-point kneeling position. We'll find some gentle cat-cows here, so dropping the belly, opening out the chest, look to the sky. And exhale to round out through your spine, look to your belly button. Inhale to drop the belly, open out the chest. And exhale to round out through your spine. As always, you're welcome to find some intuitive movement here. Maybe that means bringing the chest all the way down and around. Maybe looking over your hips, wagging your tail, or rocking the weight forward, back. Whatever feels nice. And make this movement as big or as little as you would like. Really just feeling into whatever feels nice in your body today. Noticing that each day is a little bit different. And there's no expectations, no shapes you need to chase. Just free movement. Last 2 breaths here. And on your exhale, let's gently make our way back to a neutral spine. Check your alignment, shoulders are over wrists, and let's rock the weight forward over the fingertips and then pressing it back. Just warming up through our wrists here. Let's do 2 more rocking forward. Last one. And then walking the heels of your palms together, we'll rock side to side. Again, making these rocks as big or as little as you'd like. And let's walk the fingertips to face the knees and gently press the weight back, sitting the hips down towards the heels. Maybe you'd like to pulse, maybe you'd just like to hold. Let's hold for another inhale here. Then we'll gently release the hands back to a neutral stance. Kickstand the right leg out to the side, left leg extends long. Inhale to reach the hand to the sky for a gate pose. Let's hold for an inhale here and exhale to reverse that, pressing into the back foot, looking up towards the sky. Let's hold for another inhale here and exhale to release both hands down to the mat. Turn to face the front. Let's find some push-ups. We inhale to lower. You can keep the hips to the sky as we're just warming up here. Chaturanga, exhale to press. Really nice. Let's do 3 more. Inhale to lower, elbows hug in. Exhale to press. 2 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press. Last one. Inhale to lower. And exhale to press. Let's change sides. Our left leg kickstands out, right leg extends long. Reach that right hand to the sky. Press the weight into your back foot to lift up into our gate pose, and exhale to lift the left hand to the sky. Opening out through the chest, keeping that belly button in for strength. Let's hold here for another inhale, and exhale to gently release your hands down to the mat. Tuck your toes, press your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the feet here, bending one knee at a time. Maybe rocking your chest towards your thighs if that feels nice. Another 2 breaths here. And exhale to gently find stillness. Take your eye gaze to your fingers and keeping your legs as straight as you can. Take little baby steps all the way to your hands. We'll find a forward fold. Today we'll hold onto the ankles. Exhale as you pull your chest down towards your knees. Elbows go out and your head melts towards the ground. Have the sensation of drawing your belly button up and under your ribs, really activating through our Uddiyana Bandha, or our core activation. Let's hold for another inhale and exhale. Inhale, tall mountain, reach your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Inhale to reach your hands back up to the sky, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Whew. Hug it tight. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back to a high plank. Option to lower down to your knees here. We'll lower to the floor for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing all the way down to your mat. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, roll your shoulders back, baby cobra. Lift the head and chest up off the ground. We're still active through the posterior chain. Elbows hug together. We squeeze the bum. We squeeze the knees into the thighs and press the tops of your feet into the ground. Can you lift a little bit higher for 2 breaths? 1 more inhale. And exhale to gently release. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, upward facing dog. Press into your hands. Lift your thighs up off the ground. We're still active through the posterior chain. The chest is proud. Shoulders away from ears. 2 breaths. One more big inhale. And exhale to gently release all the way down to your mat. Tuck your toes. Press back onto your knees. Hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's check in with the alignment here, spreading your fingers nice and wide and pressing down through all 10 fingernails, especially that pointer finger. We want to have that sensation of pressing the mat away from us, nipples towards knees. Draw the belly button in and up and lengthen the tailbone to the sky. 2 breaths here. Really nice. One more inhale. And exhale to gently release. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees. Exhale, step up or float to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle your hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart space. Let's make our way back down to dog. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. High to low plank, chaturanga. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. One more big inhale. Let's hold for the exhale. Bring the big toes together. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Bend your knee, open out your hip. So we send the knee towards the sky. See if you can keep both armpits facing the floor. We hold for an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Tiger curl hold. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Drop your back heel down to the ground. Exhale, warrior 2. Windmill your arms up and over. We sink into the right leg. Take your eye gaze over that front middle finger. Without moving your legs, hug your heels together, nice and strong. Beautiful work. We have 2 more breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow meets knee, left hand bowls all the way down and up. Trying to make a nice long line from your fingertips to your back heel. Maybe taking your eye gaze under that top armpit. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, reach all the way forward. Exhale, triangle pose, right hand to right shin, left hand goes to the sky. Ooh, I've lost my frangipani. Have the feeling of lifting up towards the sky, trying not to dump into that lower shoulder. One more inhale here. Exhale, keep your legs exactly where they are. We'll reverse it. Left hand down your thigh, right hand to the sky. 2 breaths. We hold for another inhale. And exhale, both hands to the ground. Windmill them down to the floor. Send your right leg back up to the sky. Maybe we go for a 3-leg chaturanga as we lower down. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's find the breath here. 2 breaths. Bringing the big toes together. Inhale, left leg to the sky. 3-leg dog. Take a big inhale. Bend the knee, open out the hip. The shoulders stay square to the ground. We hold for another inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl. Step your foot to your left thumb. Drop your back heel down to the ground. Warrior 2. We sink into the left leg. Eye gaze goes over that left middle finger. Hug your heels together. Active through the core, belly button in and up. Really channeling that ego, that solar plexus, that Manipura chakra. We hold here for another inhale. Exhale, left elbow, left knee, right hand bowls down. Find that nice diagonal line from fingertips to back heel. 2 breaths. One more big inhale. Exhale to release. Straighten out through your front leg. Reach all the way forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Left hand to the sky. Left hand to your shin, right hand to the sky. Have that feeling of lifting up towards the ceiling. 2 breaths. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, keep your legs where they are. Left hand to the sky, reverse triangle. 2 breaths. One more big inhale. Exhale, both hands windmill all the way down to the ground. Send your left leg to the sky for our 3-leg chaturanga. Option to lower to your knees. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Let's rise up on the toes. Bring the knees nice and wide on your mat. Untuck the toes and sink your hips down towards your heels, child's pose. Find your breath here. filling your lungs from the bottom to the top, and then exhaling from the top to the bottom, exploring our full yogic breath. Let's do 3 more breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale to gently release, pressing up into downward facing dog. Send the hips to the sky. Bring the toes a little bit closer together. So we inhale to shift forward to a high plank and hold. Just like a mountain climber, right knee comes into your chest and exhale to step it back. Left knee comes into your chest, hold. Exhale to step it back. Last one, right knee comes into your chest and hold. Can you step that foot to your right thumb? Reach your hands to the sky, high crescent lunge. Exhale to sink nice and low into that front leg. And even though we're sinking low, we're still active. So squeeze your bum, squeeze your glutes to lift, lift, lift. Nice and active through the belly. Belly button is in and up. We're feeling nice and supported here. Holding for an inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Rotate to face your front leg, so towards the right. Option to stay here. Option to hook your right elbow on your left knee. Can you press your hands back in line with your sternum? Maybe take the eye gaze to the sky. 2 breaths. Beautiful work. One more inhale. On your exhale, drop your back heel down to the ground. Arms will move all the way up and over. We're back in warrior 2. We're sinking into that front leg. We'll inhale to straighten the front leg, reach all the way forward. Exhale, triangle pose, left hand to the sky. Holding here for an inhale. Exhale, top hand bowls all the way down. Wide leg forward fold. Can you sink the crown of your head a little bit closer to the floor? Maybe walking your hands between your legs to draw it a little bit closer. We're still strong through the belly. We're still breathing. We have 3 breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale to gently release the arms. Wiggle the left toes to face the back of the mat. Left elbow, left knee, right hand bowls all the way down and up. Look under the top bicep. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale to release your hands, straighten your front leg. Left toes go in, right heel hugs in. We're back in warrior 2, facing the front of the room. Let's hold for an inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot to the front of your mat, Malasana. We're sinking nice and low. If crow pose is in your practice, maybe you'd like to explore it here. We have 3 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky, tall mountain. And exhale, hands come down to your heart space, Samasthiti. Let's find eagle legs. So we'll cross the right over left. Option 1, ankle meets knee. Option 2, knees stack. Option 3, knees and ankles stack. We'll keep the hands at the heart space. Take a big inhale. Exhale to sink nice and low. Option to stay here. If you want to find a little bit more of a twist, rotate towards the right leg. Maybe you hook the left elbow on the right knee again. Can you press the hands back in line with the sternum? 2 breaths. Ooh, fight for that balance. One more inhale. And exhale to gently release, reaching up to the sky, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor. Make your way back to downward dog. Maybe you'd like to find your vinyasa, or maybe pressing straight back. Let's find our breath here. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale to shift forward to a high plank position. Left knee into your chest, just like a mountain climber. Exhale, step it back. Right knee into your chest like a mountain climber. Exhale, step it back. Last one, left knee in and hold. Step it to your left thumb. High crescent lunge, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale to sink nice and low. Remembering we have that activation, active through the glutes, through the legs. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Rotate to face the left leg. Option to hook elbow on knee. Maybe you press your hands back in line with your sternum, looking over the top shoulder. 2 breaths. Stay active through the legs, through the core. One more big inhale. Exhale, drop the back heel down to the ground. Warrior 2. Arms will melt all the way up and over. We're sinking into the left leg. Maybe you get a little bit deeper. Active through the heels, hug them together. Feel the strength. Feel your belly fire up, belly button in and up. 2 breaths. Inhale to straighten your front leg, reach all the way forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Left hand to your shin, right hand to the sky. Have that lifting feeling. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Hands reach to the ground. We rotate all 10 toes to face the side of the mat. Walk the fingertips through or hold for the inhale. Exhale to draw the crown of your head a little bit closer to the floor. 2 breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale to release the hands. Wiggle the right toes to face the back of the mat. Right elbow, right knee, left hand bowls down for our extended side angle. We're looking for that nice diagonal line from fingertips to back heel. We have 2 breaths here. Try not to dump into that underneath shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Release your hands. Inhale to straighten the front leg. Left toes go in. Right toes go in. Left heel hugs in. Warrior 2. We're sinking nice and low. 2 breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale, back foot steps to the front, Malasana. Let's sink nice and low into our squat. Elbows on the inside of your knees, hands pressed down towards your heart. Shine the heart nice and proud like a pigeon. 2 breaths here. One more big inhale. And exhale, tall mountain, reach the hands to the sky. Hand, feet come back underneath your hips. Eagle pose on the other side. Option 1, left ankle over the knee, sinking low. Option 2, knees stack. Option 3, knees and ankles stack. Draw the belly button in and up, nice and strong. Hold for the inhale. Exhale to sit a little bit deeper. Option to stay here. Option to find a twist, taking your chest over to the left-hand side. Maybe you hook the elbow on the knee. Maybe you press your hands in line with the sternum. 2 breaths. Fight for that balance. Belly buttons in and up. One more big inhale. Exhale to unravel, tall mountain, reach it nice and high. Exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Heel toe those feet nice and wide. We'll sink back down to Malasana and we have an option to play with crow today. So if you've never done crow before, we'll bring our hands nice and wide on the mat so our fingers are nice and spread. We'll lift the hips to the sky and walk your feet nice and close to your wrists. As you bend your knees, think of placing them into your armpits. And if you're a short sauna, if you're in Bali and it's nice and sweaty, it's going to be challenging. We'll shift the weight forward. Maybe this is as far as you come. Maybe you'd like to explore lifting 1 toe off the ground. Maybe 2 toes, really hugging the belly button in. See how long you can hold it for. And when you're done, just sinking back down to Malasana. And if you're not a fan of balancing or crow pose, just isn't in your practice today, sinking down to Malasana, maybe you'd like to find a block underneath your hips. If you're playing around with crow pose, keep it going. We're here for another 5 breaths. So choose your journey. Last 3 breaths. Trying to keep that awareness inward. Noticing where that drive is coming from. One more inhale. And exhale to land your crow or gently open up your eyes. Let's send the hands behind us. Catch yourself as we lay down onto our mat. We'll keep our block nice and handy, or a book or whatever you have, a cushion. Walk the feet nice and close to your bum and lift your hips up towards the sky. Let's take your prop and place it underneath your hips. Right underneath the diamondy part of your spine, so right at the base of your tailbone. And as you relax down, it should feel supportive. You shouldn't feel like your bum is dangling over the edge. And if you do, just bring that block a little bit further down. Hands can be by your side. We're in a supported bridge position here. An option to stay with your legs bent. Option to extend them long, whatever feels nice in your body. Let's stay here for another 3 breaths. Sending the breath deep into your belly for 1 more inhale. And exhale to gently release, bending the knees, lifting the hips, and we'll take that block and move it to the lowest side. And we'll float the feet up towards the sky for a waterfall, letting all the energy drain from your toes. Our hips are a little bit higher than our heart, allowing ourselves to come back to our center. Guiding that breath deep into your belly. We have 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Exhale to gently bend the knees into your chest. Lower your feet to the floor. Take whatever props you have underneath you out. And we'll come to happy baby. Kick the feet up to the sky. Option to hold behind your knees, your ankles, maybe pistol gripping your big toes. Knees hug into your armpits. Press your tailbone down to the ground. Maybe you find a gentle sway side to side, maybe straightening one leg, both legs. Maybe a butterfly position feels nice to you. Last 2 breaths to explore here. And exhale to gently release your legs long on your mat. Our final resting pose, Savasana. Let your arms go wide. Take up as much space as you would like to. Maybe scanning through your body one more time. This time noticing how you feel now versus how you felt when you first stepped onto your mat today. Really enjoying this landing sensation. And maybe you'd like to come back to the intention you set for yourself. Or maybe you'd like to come back to the color yellow, the sensation of being free, choosing your own path. As I said at the beginning of practice, our solar plexus, our Manipura chakra, governs the fire element inside of you. It is your strength, your vitality, your ego, your willpower, your stamina, your inner power. It is the center where we get things done and we find our sense of self. The Manipura chakra is also all about being able to deal with things, how you digest your life. Can you stand up for yourself? Are you strong and courageous? Are you worthy of love and respect? Do you feel strong in your own body and in the world? Fire is action and transformation. Allowing yourself to grow and become a better version of yourself means taking action and leaving behind what no longer serves you. Savasana. If you'd like to hang out here a little bit longer, you're welcome to. If you're ready to get back to the day, starting to wiggle your fingers, toes, deepen your breath. And in your own time, making these movements a little bit bigger, maybe finding a full body stretch or hugging the knees into your chest. And slowly making your way up to a seated position. We'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened. On your inhale, take your hands up over your head. And exhale to draw them down to your heart space. Allow your head to bow to your fingertips. Thank you so much for choosing to flow with me and always moving your bodies intuitively and, of course, honoring this ancient practice of yoga. Namaste. Thank you so much for choosing to flow with me. Again, if you have any questions, any feedback, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time on the mat.